when it comes to interacting with insurance company, then you have to speak in the legal language. So that emotional language doesn't work well.
Our average calls, sometimes they run into half an hour. Because the emotions are so high, elderly
Money
person, widow, waiting for her claim. 17% people said that they do not disclose that they are smokers, not because of any other reason. The reason is they don't want their family to know that they are smokers. But imagine the impact on their policy.
Hello and welcome to Why Not Mint Money podcast. I am your host Aprajita Sharma. Today we are going to discuss a very distressing topic, which is about claims rejections. But here is a good news. We'll offer you solution as to what to do today so that you don't face claims rejections when the time comes for claims filing. And to talk about the same, I have with me Deepak Bhuvneshwari. He is co-founder of Insurance Samadhan, which is a grievance redressal platform. Welcome, Deepak.
Thank you, Aprajita. Thanks for having me here.
First of all, tell us about Insurance Samadhan. What does it do?
Sure. So we're an insurtech platform. We resolve insurance complaints like mis-selling, claim rejections, short settlements in life, health and general insurance.
Right.
General insurance is like, fire, motor, marine, travel, anything and everything we cover in insurance. And focus is complaint. Our biggest USP is we don't sell insurance.
Right.
Any complaints you may have, we'll assist you there. We've been around for 6 years now. We started on 15th August 2018 and we've solved more than 16,000 complaints till now. Got over 110 crores in aggrieved policyholders account.
Okay.
As we speak, we're sitting on almost 10,000 complaints on various buckets, and the complaint size is almost 180 crores.
So how does it work out if somebody has a complaint and maybe claims has been rejected? Now what can that policyholder do coming to Insurance Samadhan?
Sure. So first of all, we're not an outbound call center. Let's say you have a complaint either of mis-selling or your claim has been rejected or your claim has been short settled, which means your claim did not come 100%. If you had applied for 5 lakh rupees, let's say you got only 2 lakh rupees.
Right.
So balance 3 lakh rupees, you can come to us. So once you come to our platform, either on our app, which is Polyfix, or via chatbot or on website, and then our most intelligent technology sits at the top of the funnel. It first understands whether your complaint is genuine in nature or not.
Correct.
Hence, our acceptance percentage is not more than 4-5%. So practically, we say no to 95% people.
Wow.
And we also tell them, we convince them that your complaint is not legitimate. And because we are an unbiased platform, they tend to trust us. So once the complaint has been accepted, then our system will analyze whether the complaint is of mis-selling or claim rejection or short settlement, and it will create a representation which via the policyholder will go to the company. Almost 25-30% chances are that the complaint will be solved at the first level, which is company. If company rejects, then the next process is ombudsman. With a click of a button, our system generates the representation for the ombudsman, and there our success rate is very, very high because the representation is so correct technically that they are able to take an informed decision.
So
Balance, small minuscule percentage also goes to consumer court if needed.
Finally it goes to. So here people will be talking to someone directly, or it's all tech related and online?
So it's practically tech related, but since these are complaints, people want to share their emotions, share their grievances. So we have an inbound call center. They call and they can share their details, and also we on auto generate mode. Our system sends the information to the customer on weekly basis on the updates, but then the customer can also call the call center.
So
and
weekly
check.
update of how far the case has reached.
Yes, that's all auto generated.
Because what I have realized that when it comes to interacting with insurance company, then you have to speak in the legal language. So that emotional language doesn't work well. So that's something that Insurance Samadhan helps people do. That you have to communicate in their language, not in your language.
Yes, and you'll be surprised to know, Aprajita, that our average calls, sometimes they run into half an hour. Because the emotions are so high, elderly
Money
person, widow, waiting for her claim, SME business people, they were told that they are getting a loan, against, if they buy a policy.
Yeah,
So many
silly.
different issues. So they want to share their, emotions with us. So that's why if you talk to our call center, you will not find a regular call center which is talking a legal language or which is talking, step 1, step 2, step 3. They actually empathize and hear
Right,
the
so that
customer.
emotional outburst should happen there, and so that the next step when it comes to insurance company, then it's all legal and practical stuff.
Very
Right.
rightly said. That's why we cut out the emotion after hearing that, and we only focus on facts. That's why our success rate is 70% plus.
That's amazing. And now, if rejection, so 30% cases, then what happens? Because some cost will be involved here.
See, first of all, we are a success fee based. We charge 500 rupees registration fees. That's a very nominal fees while we register your complaint, and that is only charged after we know that your complaint is legitimate. So this 500 rupees is charged from those 4-5% people where we register. After that, once we've solved your complaint, then we charge 15% plus GST, which is success fee. But if we are not able to solve your complaint, we don't charge anything, and we also refund that 500 rupees back to you.
All right, okay, that 500 is also getting refunded.
Yes.
And now about your new feature that you launched a year ago about Know Your Policy feature. Now this feature can help people whether if they have any issues in the policy or any non-disclosure of material information. So talk about that. How does this feature work and why should people go for it? Why should they run this feature?
I'll take a step back. So when we started Insurance Samadhan, our focus was twofold approach. First was reactive, when the event of claim rejection, mis-selling, short settlement has happened, and then the aggrieved person comes to us and we assist them in getting their money back. But what we wanted was a proactive solution where we can reach out to every policyholder in the country and we can avoid these events to happen.
Of claim rejection.
Exactly, or mis-selling for that matter. So we came up with a feature called Know Your Policy. It sounds very generic. It's completely a tech-based. So this technology called OCR, Optical Character Recognition. That technology has been built in-house. So what it does is it reads insurance terms and condition in all those documents and pulls out that information which is very important. Which is categorized primarily into categories. First is medical underwriting, second is financial underwriting. So it will pick up that information which can impact your claim, claim payment or rejection tomorrow. After picking up this information, it will show that information to you. So let's say in my case, I have a high BP. It will show all that information to me, and if this information shows that I did not disclose that I have a high BP, or the person who sold to me did not ask me if I have a high BP or not, and the information is incorrect, then I have an option here to say that no, I have a high BP. The moment I click there, it creates a draft which says, "Dear insurance company, this information that I have a high BP was missed. Please notify." Now here 3 things may happen. Insurance company may levy extra premium to you or cancel the policy if it is something serious. Chances are very high it will be as it is. But the biggest impact is now your claim cannot get rejected tomorrow saying that you have a high BP you did not disclose.
Okay, so maybe just to explain it better, so what exactly step-by-step process that people download the app. Now they have to go to this feature called Know Your Policy. Now they have to upload some documents. So first tell us about those documents, exactly what to upload, because not many people would know whether what sort of documents they have, where to get it from. Usually people have that card, insurance card, and otherwise no more information.
So currently it works for life insurance policy and health insurance policy. So both the policies, so companies, they give you PDF of your policy. Or the other option is you have a hard copy. You can upload the PDF in this feature, Know Your Policy. Or you can click a picture of your hard copy and upload it.
So just as many pages as all pages need to get scanned and...
that's the easier way, though it will take few minutes. But smartest way is if you just click a picture of your schedule page of your proposal form or the proposal form which is filled while you buy the policy. So that proposal form when you are buying the policy is filled by the seller or you fill it, which has all the information. And on the basis of that, the information, your policy is issued. If you can click, these are just 4 pages. If you can click that, very good. Otherwise, you can just click the picture of entire policy pack and upload. Third option is if you are with DigiLocker you can just give us an access and we can pull out your information from there.
But then before that, I'm sure that you ask a set of questions that people have to respond to, and then you match that information with the proposal form. That is how it works.
Yes, like I mentioned that, it will pick up all the information, it will show you, and it will give you an option to fix that information. This information primarily is, let's say, your lifestyle issues, diabetes, hypertension, any surgeries you had undergone. If you have any major ailments right now, you can upload that. Second is lifestyle issues like, your smoking, drinking habits. If you haven't updated that, it's very, very important, because all these parameters which come under medical and financial parameters will impact your claims, and that's why most of the claim get rejected and short settled, because you haven't uploaded your information or disclosed the information correctly, or it was not asked to you. So there's a huge communication gap.
Correct. And here I would like you to talk about your another co-founder Shilpa's experience of her daughter buying a policy, and then nobody asking what pre-existing diseases you have to declare. So that is what happens. Usually people are unaware of it. They are not told to disclose. So they do want to disclose but not told to do. How would they do? So a bit about that and how to address this challenge.
So there's like I said, massive communication gap. It's a very technical product, and people don't understand, and most of the sellers also are not asking the detailed questions. So here in Shilpa's case, her daughter has started working. Pragya, she's almost 24-25 years, and Shilpa wanted her to buy her own policy. After buying a policy from the known person, and the information was uploaded, and later on, when Shilpa was paying the premium, she thought, let me just go through the entire information, and she realized the same thing, that those medical information were not asked. Medical underwriting information were not asked from Pragya. So when and then they wrote back to the company and spoke to the person. And then, like, Shilpa said, somebody called that said that, now you should not have disclosed because you may not get the policy. So this is how the situation
but
is.
Getting the policy is not the end of it.
That's the start of it.
Correct.
Right?
It's the very first step.
Yes. And I keep saying that, if you don't disclose, then I'm not blaming any particular person. This is a very vicious cycle.
Right.
Most of the people who are buying the policy, they also think that if I don't disclose, my claim will still come by.
But that doesn't
happen. Like, imagine an insurance company which is charging 1 to 2% of the entire sum assured which they are giving you. Why would they take such a huge risk? So it's a process, and there's a fact, global fact, which is called utmost good faith. Entire insurance industry works on that, which means whatever information you are disclosing to me, I'm trusting on your face value, but at the time of claim, I will verify and check the facts. And if there's a disconnect, that means there's a breach of agreement. You have broken that agreement, and hence the claim is not payable.
Correct. And they have entire full legal team who understand all these loopholes. If you have done something wrong initially, then obviously it will be found out later.
Exactly.
So no point simply not disclosing and getting the policy. You have to be quite upfront about it. And as you mentioned that if you highlight that your policy has some issues and people write back to the company, then they may reject the policy. So which is still fine.
Better. At least you'll save your future premiums.
Correct.
And let me tell you, the intent of the company is never that they want to reject.
Correct.
If there's something serious, there's a serious ailment and you did not disclose, obviously company is rejecting the policy, and it is saving your future premiums.
Correct. Yeah, it's a year-on-year premium that you have been paying off. Obviously, that is not going to come back to you if claims get rejected.
And you'll be able to, now that your policy is rejected, you'll be able to plan it smartly, for your future
maybe savings or some other manner.
Exactly.
Right. And is there a cost attached to run this feature, policy feature?
Yes. So we charge 149 rupees per policy from our customers, and you'll be surprised to know, in our experience of last 6 months, there has been error rate of 38%. which means 38% people had some or the other issue, and which could have led to claim rejection.
Correct. So how many, any figure to that how many people
have close to 5,000 policies have been have gone through this feature. We haven't promoted this feature, to be very honest. Our partners and like these podcast people here and they upload their policies, but yes, there's a go to market strategy which will start very soon.
Okay, and that is amazing. And in this feature, I believe in this app, people can have their policies together in one place. That is also there.
Yes.
So all sort of policies can be collected at one place?
Yes. So the name of the app is Polyfix. It is a combination of two words, policy and fix, which means any issue you may have in your policy, we'll be able to fix it. So you can park all your policies here. And one is all your policies are at one place. Since we don't sell anything, so you don't have that issue that somebody is pinging you to sell something.
That data breach, the privacy concerns people have in these.
So I'm glad I just like to share that KPMG audits us for data protection policy because that's a very, very important aspect. We are also ISO certified company. So these hygiene factors are very, very important for us. So your policies are information is protected, and then you can go through these features and you make sure that all your policies are claim ready tomorrow.
Okay, and how long does it take to run this feature?
Not more than 1.5 2 minutes.
If all things are together, if you have those documents ready, then it's good to go.
Yes, and if you have clicked a picture, it is not clear, then obviously we will get back to you. But you still get the solution, after a few hours or maybe after a day.
Okay, and one problem that I had faced, and I had discussed with you previously also, that in the app, I'm not going to name the name of the insurance company, but in the app I could only find policy document, 80D certificate, and one or two other things. So that proposal form was not there in the app. So is it a norm, or could this issue other people may also face, that they don't have access to their proposal form? Because I have been running my policy for 4-5 years now. So the year 1 documents, I need to really look for it. So it should be there in the app. And I tried contacting company, but customer care did not work that well. So what should people do if such an issue arises?
See, it's mandatory. Our regulator is fabulous. So the regulations are very, very clear. The regulation very clearly says the proposal form which was filled, the copy has to be with the customer and with the company as well. So there's no reason that you should not get that.
So if somebody goes and again asks for it, so they are liable to give it to the policyholder. So
in fact,
I will also run after them to get mine.
I would also suggest that one Polyfix is always there. You can upload your policy there. Otherwise, there are repositories like CAMS, CDSL. You must park all your policies there. The insurance companies also park your policies there. You can pull out the information from them, and it is always there to assist you.
Right. And one question that on one hand you help people in claims rejections. So this is your bread and butter. But on the other, you are trying people to fix their policies so that claims rejections don't happen. So irony there.
Yes, very interesting. So see, that's where the intent comes. This question has been asked to us by many people, and within the team also we discussed that one, we are solving the grievances, and on the other side we built a in fact, let me share with you, this feature, Know Your Policy, is globally unique. We're the only insurtech in the world which has built this feature, and all is in-house. So on the other side, our intent is to make sure that these grievances don't happen, and that's where the intent comes. See, commercials are important, but they're the byproduct. It's a cascading effect, and imagine right now we are solving. If I talk about commercial, let's say 400-500 cases a month. Vis-a-vis, we intend to solve 30-40 lakh, via Know Your Policy. So the commercials will automatically come. But again, intent matters. We want to, create that impact in the, ecosystem where the claim rejection doesn't happen.
Right. Okay, and now about reimbursement filing of cases. So people face issues when it comes to reimbursement. If it's a cashless claim, it's fine. Usually hospitals and insurance companies do it between themselves. But when it comes to reimbursement filing, then lot of issues, so many forms to be filled, so many documents to get attached. So you have something to offer there as well. So talk about that.
So like I was sharing that, these are all proactive approach. Know your policy, parking your policies in Polyfix. And then the third feature is that we can also assist you in reimbursement of your claim. Your policy is already parked with us, let's say. You just inform that your claim has to be filed, and you just ping on the app, and it will pre-populate all your information in that reimbursement form from your policy. So that technical step becomes very, very easy, and you just need to then sign or send it forward to your TPA or the insurance company. So we do reimbursement claim filing as well.
So health reimbursement is for now, it's only for
health. But going forward we'll do for everyone. We're also with one of the very large hospitals in Ahmedabad. There all the patients of this hospital, they go via Know Your Policy. Then we also assist them in the reimbursement. Then we also assist them if there's a grievance. Let's say in reimbursement the claim got rejected or short settled, we assist them there as well.
Right. And lastly, since you have interacted with so many policyholders, so maybe some tip that you can offer to them, what errors do they do? Where do they go wrong, which they should fix at their end?
See, there are a zillion of information on YouTube and social media, how to fill a form. Again, I'll repeat the same thing. While you're buying the policy, please spend few minutes on that proposal form. Just read that. Even if you do not have complete understanding of the product you are buying, it's a very technical product, still okay. But please make sure that proposal form you fill the correct information. If you're not filling, the person who's selling, you are giving the right information. A couple of informations which are very important is your medical information, which means if you have any lifestyle disease, like high BP, anything you have to disclose. If you had any major surgeries, you have to disclose that. In life insurance policy and health both, if your any family member had any deadly disease like cancer before the age of 60, that's to be disclosed. And then the other information which is lifestyle related, which is drinking, smoking, very, very important. I'll give you a very interesting fact. We did a small survey to understand that why people do not put this information, and this survey was done via our partners. 17% people said that they do not disclose that they are smokers, not because of any other reason. The reason is they don't want their family to know that they are smokers. But imagine the impact on their policy. So it's very, very important to fill all that information correct. Your nominee information should be very, very important. Sometime when you bought the policy, you were not married. After that, you want to change, to your wife, or maybe do a sharing between your parents and your wife. All that, these small information, they are high impact. God forbid there's a claim.
Correct, right. So this is very important. You have to be very proactive when it comes to filling up the proposal form. And if you have already done that, have already bought the policy, then Know Your Policy feature can really help you out in figuring out whether you have not disclosed any material information or not. Thank you so much, Deepak, for coming to the show today. And I hope this video really have been wonderful for you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for inviting.
Thank you.